All right, for Clemson, there was a lot, and I mean a lot of hype around this young man, and Clemson just getting back to their old ways. First week, I'm not going to overthink this one because if I overthink it too much, it's going to hurt. Hello? Are you? Oh, I see what's going on. Hold on. If I overthink this first game, it's going to hurt my brain. Look, LSU has lost their 4 or 5 opening weeks in a row. They didn't win in 20. Like, they have not won an opening week game since the Joe Burrow days. So I'm just going to put this as a soft win, okay? Let's not overreact to it too much. Okay? You're going to beat Troy. This has the makings of an upset written all over it. But I think they could definitely beat that. They could beat Syracuse. Okay. Now, the upset games, trap games, are going to be in Chapel Hill, South Carolina, definitely, because it has happened, even with Klubnik there. And I think this Florida State game here, too, because Florida State did go into... Yeah, didn't Florida State go into Death Valley back in 2023 and beat them? Yes, they did, because they went undefeated that year. Hello. Let's pay attention here. I think they can beat SMU. I think they can beat Duke. Against Florida State, yeah, I think they can win that one. But again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't see them being 9-0. I don't see them getting to 10-0 either. So one of these 3 games is going to be a loss. That's kind of just how it works. Like, upsets happen in college football, and now more than ever is the time to have parity in the league. And I just think that there are games where, yeah, there's a reason why it's called a trap game, which is why. But to this point, if they are 4-0 or 5-0, one of these is going to be a loss. You know, for name's sake, let's have it be against Belichick and the Tar Heels, but then they'll bounce back, probably drop 70 on BC. Now, here we go again, where we have Louisville, Furman, and South Carolina. And if I remember correctly, I believe South Carolina beat them last year. We'll see how Lenore Sellers does this season. I just have to go with my gut and think because this is a rivalry game and it's in SC, there's a lot of hype behind Lenore Sellers. Maybe South Carolina could be one of those teams that gets into the college football playoff. It looks like that can happen. And so, because, hold on, they're going to beat Furman. We'll see how Miller Moss is at Louisville. Like, this could be, okay, let's say they only lose 2 games. They don't lose that. It would be this one where, okay, yeah, you have 1 loss. To this point, yeah, towards the end of the season, we only got 3 weeks left. Clemson will be in the top 10, and Louisville probably not. They'll probably be a 3-loss team to this point. So, yeah, we have a 7-6, 7th-ranked Clemson going to Louisville, probably a night game against Miller Moss. Dude, that would be the perfect time for the Cardinals to get an upset against Clemson. And if they lose these 2, that would definitely open the door for Georgia Tech to get in, Florida State, Miami to get in, where if there was a head-to-head tie or something. Because I really do think, the ACC is kind of open, and it's for Clemson. It's Clemson's to lose, realistically. But I'll have them winning this one, but then losing that one. Because I don't think Clemson is the squad that they were years ago with the QB they had years ago, where Clemson was about a 1-loss team, guaranteed undefeated or guaranteed just 1 loss. Because I will say this, their opening team is a lot more easier than what last year's was, because, whoa, that Georgia game was rough. But, I mean, you think about the other teams in the ACC that they don't have to run into. They're not playing Miami, so they don't have to worry about that. And they're not playing... I think NC State could be one of those teams like how Kansas was, or South Carolina for the SEC, where I think NC State or Louisville could be one of those teams that plays upset, where we know they're not going to the college playoff, but they definitely dictate if other teams are getting to their championship game in their conference or the 12-team playoff. But that's just my thoughts on that, guys. I'm going to just play it safe. and say they have 2 losses. And that's no shot, and that's not to say that, oh, Clemson doesn't have it anymore. But I really think with just the parity of how college football is now, with how high the stakes are, just there's not going to be a team like how Georgia was 2 years ago, or the Joe Burrow LSU days where some team comes out of nowhere and goes undefeated. Like I really don't see that. Like there's too many big games. LSU, Georgia Tech, South Carolina, Florida State. They got a lot of big games. Now, we'll just see. It could happen because, yeah, realistically, they win. So they got 1, 2. This is kind of a big game. 3, 4, 5. And the 6th one could be one of these 2 teams. So they have 5 big games. If they at least win 4 of them, they're in. There's no way they wouldn't let a 2-loss Clemson team in. Considering if they pull up with this resume, this is 1 ACC loss. They're going to be in the ACC title game. So that's my thoughts on that, though. Tiger fans, let me know in the comment section how many wins you have. Is Cade Klubnik a Heisman favorite? Could he even sniff going to New York? Because I don't know. I think I have a feeling the Heisman's going to go to a QB this year. But we'll just see if he can, if he even comes close and if he's even in Heisman talks. But that's just my thoughts on that, guys. I will catch you in the next one.